My name is Ari. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Tawas City, Michigan. The beginning of my story starts when I was in the womb. I was born with Microtia, which basically means I was born without a right ear. I have all of the instruments that you need in the ear, the inside. I have the eardrum and everything. I just don't have the ear canal or the exterior. So I'm unable to hear out of my right side. As a young girl, I didn't really care about my ear as far as I was concerned. I was just as normal as everyone else. But I had to sit next to my teachers in school because I couldn't hear out of my right ear, which led to people noticing I was different, and that was around first grade. They made it very clear that I didn't look like them.
Oh, here's my baby. Look at your little
My little
baby,
nub of
your
an ear.
ear. Mm-hmm. When Ari was born and the doctors brought her to me, I just stared at it and I cried. But I was so happy to finally meet her. And even though the doctors told me there was nothing that I could have done, I have still always carried the guilt that maybe there was something that I could have done better while I was pregnant with her to help the situation change. You're always so adorable.
It was just so much simpler back then. As I got older, I started to notice it more myself. I always had my hair down anytime I went out in public. I didn't like to show my ear, and every day I dreaded looking in the mirror, getting ready for school, and seeing everyone. I didn't feel like I belonged with, a certain group. I felt like an outcast. I tried my best to hide it. I mean, I still do that to this day. I tried to make it seem like everything was okay, but it wasn't. That was when I had my first surgery. I was 11 years old, and the purpose was to shape the ear itself, make my right ear look more like my left. So my surgeons went into my rib cage and they removed some cartilage and they tucked it under the skin of my ear to start forming like what you see here. They wanted it to come out more and just have the right shape. But unfortunately, that's not what happened.
Between 2011 and 2019, she has had 18 different procedures. They said that some kids need more procedures than others, some take to it right away, but in her case, unfortunately, she wasn't one of the candidates that it took well to.
I think everything bad about myself represents my ear, everything that I want to change. I hate it, I hate looking at it. I hate thinking about it. I hate having to deal with what I've had to. I was on the sidelines watching everybody else make the memories that I wanted to have. It's well overdue to get a hold of that shame. Hopefully Allison can help me do that, yes. Almost positive that's a bag of nipples.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, I'm Allison.
Ari.
Nice to meet you, Ari. Cold hands meet cold hands. You know what they say, cold hands, warm hearts? I'm seeing Ari today for the first time, and she's beautiful, young, vibrant woman. On first glance, it's hard to tell why she might be here today. Microtia, many craniofacial surgeries.
Yeah.
You want to tell me a little bit more?
I've had about 18 procedures in total since I was 11.
Yeah. Starting at 11,
yes.
And you're 20.
Yes.
Wow, so that's more than 1 year. Do you want to kind of show me where we are now with all those 18 surgeries? Okay. Just look real straight at me for a second. Okay. Microtia is a term referring to an ear that stopped developing in a certain stage. It's very commonly located farther forward on the face and inferiorly, a little bit lower down. What Ari's reconstructive attempts have resulted in is actually quite typical for what I see. The ear is incredibly difficult to recreate surgically, and sometimes it falls short for the patients.
My surgeons told me there was nothing else that they could do for me, and I was heartbroken. I was absolutely devastated.
Okay. You don't necessarily have to have any surgery. We can always work around the soft tissue that you have. You've worked really hard to get that reconstruction. So the non-surgical options are to have an adhesive ear and integrate some of that anatomy into the ear. And so it might look like you just have a little bit longer lobe. It's not uncommon for an anaplastologist to come in after several surgical reconstructions to be presented as an alternative solution. The 18 reconstructive surgeries that Ari has had is basically giving me a challenge of getting a natural-looking ear to fit over that complex shape. That can make achieving a symmetrical result incredibly difficult. Aria, this is the lovely and talented Catherine. So she's gonna help. So I'll take one side, she's gonna take the other side. You've never had an impression before, correct? Okay.
No.
The first step in making a prosthesis is taking an impression. We take impressions of both sides so that we have a copy of the affected side and a copy of the unaffected side.
So you've got 3 piercings. Are you gonna put 3 piercings in your prosthetic?
I actually had more piercings in that year. I just let some of them close.
Okay. I'm gonna get started. Okay. This is gonna be really cold. I was right?
Yeah. That is so cold.
Ari's prosthesis is basically going to be a compromise between trying to achieve symmetry and then working around the surgical outcome that we have.
I promise I'm not gonna take your ear with me.
Please don't, I'm here to get one, not for the other one to be taken from me.
She's had a lot of disappointments leading up to this point in her life, and I don't want to be included in that. So I've got a fair amount of pressure on me.
It's so weird to hold in my hand.
Soon you're gonna have 2 of those.
It's been 6 weeks since we started this process for Ari.
Hi,
Ari. She has delivery day today, which means my work coming to an end, but Ari's new beginning.
You nervous?
A little bit, yeah. But I'm excited.
Yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen?
I'm expecting to see my daughter with 2 ears for the first time in her life.
Oh my gosh, stop. I can already hear it. You're gonna cry. Stop.
It's fine. I already know I'm emotional. We have come so far together on this journey, and I know it's been more difficult for her, but we've been in this together. For the first time in her life, she will be completely whole. All right, I kissed you right on your ear. Sorry. We're this close to seeing her with 2 ears.
Hey, Ari.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay, too.
It's happening.
I know.
I'm very excited.
So here's the ear.
Oh, my goodness.
All this is your adhesive surface, and then I would bring it down into this nice thin edge. That's what's going to help that edge almost disappear for you.
Okay. Do I have to worry about it, like, tearing at all?
So yes and no. I've given you the strongest edges that I can. There's a tear strength dispersion on there, but it is still, part of it blending really nicely is it getting super, super thin.
Okay, I'm super nervous right now because I know it's coming. So you have to glue it on me.
Yes, I will.
And, like, my heart is kind of, like, dropping already. It's, like, seeping into my chest.
Good thing you're already sitting down.
Yeah.
You're good.
I'm just looking at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's about to put it on my head.
Open and close your jaw for me again. Yeah. Good.
Can I touch it?
Go ahead.
Oh, that is so weird. This is a different feeling. I have all kinds of memories, flooding through my head at the moment. All things that I've had to go through to get here, It's been everything that I've ever known.
Ready?
No, yes, yes.
I'll let you turn it around.
I'm sorry.
You want to see from the back, too?
Yes, please. Oh, you did so good. You blended it so well. You're so good at what you do.
Thank you.
Living in this moment feels amazing. I mean, I would never be able to compare it to anything. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Seeing it there, I mean, I had no expectations, nothing to compare it to, and it just feels so good. Oh, goodness. Okay. We got it. We're together. I can't imagine what my mom was gonna say. But it looks so good.
I heard Ari crying, and she's so happy, and she never cries. And just hearing her cry, that did it for me. That did it, for sure. I'm ready to see it, but I'm not ready to see it.
You want to go see Mom?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I am extremely eager to show her my ear. Even though I saw myself in the mirror already, it just wasn't quite right without her there. No, stop, because I'm gonna cry.
No, my ears. Let me see. Oh my God. Oh my God. It looks like your other ear. It looks great.
I know, she's so good at what she does.
It looks so real. Seeing Ari with 2 ears, I didn't know what to say. Oh, this moment for Ari is so surreal. Allison.
This is Allison. Allison, this is Mom.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Sarah. You changed her life so much. Meeting Allison, she is our hero. She affects people's lives in the most profound ways. And, you know, there's not many people that can do that with their profession.
Oh, I haven't even been able to hug you. Can I hug you? Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Ari. Seeing Ari reunite with her mom with 2 ears is a beautiful moment. It never gets old. It's why I do my job. It's, I think, why a lot of anaplastologists do our job. It's those moments of reality for us that make it worth it all in the end.
I just can't stop staring.
I know, that's what I did. I was just like, after I'm like just looking back and forth. I am happy for my mom that she can cry only happy tears from now on regarding my ear. Just a bit.